All right, so welcome to the channel. Thank you for joining me. I am going to join everybody else and make a video about the new FabFilter Pro Q 4, which after about 15-20 minutes of having the plugin, I immediately bought it. And I would recommend, if you already have, even if you don't have the Pro Q3 or whatever, I would get it. The new additions, the Spectral EQ, you can have that on two completely different parts of the spectrum. So like the low mids and then the high end, like harshness. That alone is so cool. And then they have this like sketch feature, which I'm not sure if I'm going to be using it or not. I haven't used it enough to know yet, but it's cool nonetheless. And then I think one of the biggest things is you can be in one instance. By the way, we'll be working on just a drum loop. I've produced this song and I'm in the middle of mixing it right now. Anyway, so, and then also within one instance of Pro Q4, you can look at all your other instances and make changes without having to go through your session to find that EQ. You can just do it from one plug. That's just do it from one window. That's so cool. This is what we're working with. Pretty rocking. Sounds cool. Cool. All right, now, let's go ahead and actually add a Pro Q4 on all of these. Let's just do it. Cool. All right. Now, let's start with the snare. I want to try to make this quick just to kind of show you. Firstly, I guess I should just kind of go over everything. So one of the things that they have changed and which I really like, I think is just going to help workflow, is within different parts of the spectrum. So if you're down in this range, it's a low cut, like that. If you're in the top range here, it's a high cut, like that. So what? Above 20K and below 15 hertz. Just go off the graph, really. But then it is a low shelf and a high shelf. So a low shelf from 15 to 40 hertz. Just click. Like it's just so quick, so fast. And then 10 to 20K. And then a bell in between. All right. That alone is so cool. And then they've added this little thing where it shows you the EQ curve if you're clicking it. Like that's just little things like that, you know? And then, like I said, you're able to look at all your instances of Pro Q, which is really cool. We'll be digging into that in a little bit. Of course, you have your Spectral EQ. I think it's on a Mac, Shift Option. Let me actually check. Like that, is that it? Yeah. So Shift Option, and then if you already know, hey, I want to tame some low mid or some harshness here, Shift Option, just pull down. Double click and pull down. And then I think a single instance of this probably doesn't matter that much, but it's this clean, subtle, and warm. So it's just different saturation levels, basically. I feel like over an entire mix, it would make a big difference. So I think that's just a really cool added, something that they just added. Apparently the EQ sounds better. I don't know yet, but they have just done a better job of your natural phase and your linear phase. So that's kind of just like the overview, but I want to go into the snare. Okay. So in the snare, what I did, and let's sell this snare. All right. So without it, right? Yeah, the fundamental, you need more of that fundamental. So that's what I'm doing. And then just a little bit of a room node. All right. So let's actually do that in here. And I didn't even talk about it, but the sketch function. I really want to try that. I want to, let's just try it. All right, sketch. Cool. And I noticed that there was actually some low end that I want to probably get rid of too. So okay, so you can sketch while it's playing. That's cool. Boom, let's raise the fundamental. Let's kind of get rid of some room note stuff. That was actually very fast. Wow, that was really quick. I might actually use that. That's really fast. All right. Cool, and let's narrow that a little bit. And then let's just say that I want to do I want to make it a little bit brighter and do a little bit of spectral EQ so that way it's not harsh. So let's just do that. I would raise it. You can, of course, you can do your dynamic EQ, which I'll go ahead and show you. It's your normal, that's in Pro Q3, right? Or you can do your spectral EQ, which apparently there isn't much, but one thing that they have added, which I think everybody's going to love, is your attack and release times. I just finally, right? Like, because it was just a set speed. You can really make it quick, but then like a slower release or very quick attack, quick release, slow attack, quick release. Like just that's going to make it so much more usable. All right, so let's do this. Let's just do a quick attack, slow release, and let's do spectral. That's just so cool, man. Now, you see this little slider here, it's spectral density. Just think of it as like broader bands that it's pulling down, and then like tighter bands. So like this is going to be broader to the left. So it's broad, it's pulling a lot out, versus it's going to probably pull just tighter bands within the same range. Like that. So you can really, yeah, that's really cool. All right, you know what? Let's go ahead and move on. All right. Let's do, you know what I want to try? Let's do the crash. Let's make the crash a little bit brighter. And then within the crash, I want to work on the kick within the crash window. So let's do that. I'm just gonna, let's see what I'm doing. Pulling out some, 3K? All right, so we're gonna pull out some, we're gonna turn that off. Gonna pull out some 3K. Let's do that. And what I would like to do is just spectral processing. That was probably just getting rid of just a really like harsh frequency. 2K, 3K is very harsh to the ears. Anyway, now let's just make it brighter, and then let's do spectral EQ. Why not? Okay, so brighter. We'll do this. We'll do that. See how quick you can do that? You guys so quickly now. Like having spectral EQ that fast is so cool. And just for fun, let's get rid of some low end. Like, why not, right? Let's play with the attack time. Let's do, because it's harsh frequencies, quick attack, like a slower release, so it just releases a little bit slower. Let's do that. I didn't like that, so let's do a little bit slower of an attack. That is so freaking cool, man. And I'm sure it's about the same. Let's just copy that over. And then, all right, so what am I doing? I'm going to go back, look at what I did in the kick, but we're going to come back to this crash window. So the kick is here. And we'll, of course, hear what it's doing. So, yeah. just getting rid of some boxiness, getting rid of that super low end, and then bumping up basically the fundamental of the kick. Literally just cleaning it up, making room for other instruments in the mix, right? So I will not go into that Pro Q4. I'm going to pretend like I'm hearing the kick, and I already know that I want to work on the from this crash that I want to work on. Like I want that kick to just hit a little bit differently. So let's go into here. Let's see if it works. I just want to see if it works, to be honest. Okay, so it's alphabetical order. All right, so kick is here. Can I go into it? Okay. Now let's let's draw. Why not? Let's do that. Pull up the fundamental. Pull out that. And let's just to do it, let's increase the attack. Nope. So yeah, I need to learn it. But, boom. Wow. The fact that you can do that so quickly. It's literally kind of insane. You know how quickly you can just get through like EQing a mix just from hearing your level, just get the levels kind of even whenever you're starting a mix. And then you can, I'm hearing that I want this in the snare. Like, and being able to just do that from here. Like, what? Okay, and then just click out of it to make it smaller. Let's do the hats. Why not? Let's get rid of some low end. And let's just do a shelf. That's so fast. Okay. I recommend you at least try it. They have a 30-day trial. Just try it. And if you have Pro Q3, I think it's like $80 or something just to upgrade. I would do it. So thank you so much for joining, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.